Hey everyone, my name is Michelle and today I am going to show you how to create a cosmetic bag, toiletry bag, a whatever bag out of an old pair of blue jeans. So you'll need just a pair of old blue jeans, scissors or rotary cutter, your zipper, and a sewing machine. As you can see, I have laid my blue jeans down on the cutting table and I decided I'm going to make an 8-inch bag. So I'm cutting at 9 inches, which is going to leave me a 1/2 inch seam allowance. I placed my zipper down to make sure that my zipper does extend a little bit past the size of the bag. And I'll show you that later on, how we're going to do that. I'm using a rotary cutter and a ruler to make sure that I get a straight line. And I just place it down and cut it right through. So you can see now I have the bag cut 9 inches, which is going to allow me a 1/2 inch seam allowance on the sides. We're going to leave the bottom already attached from the blue jeans. We're going to cut the top part off, and you can see that I have the zipper extending just beyond the edges of the bag. So we've cut our denim in the desired width and length that we want. You're going to take your zipper and you're going to flip it over upside down and place it right along the edge. Then you want to take just a couple of pins just to hold it in place while we stitch. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Just like that. You use your zipper foot when putting the zipper in, and you're going to just line it up and you just start sewing with a straight stitch. And remember, the pin, we don't want to sew over that. That was just to keep the zipper attached to the fabric so it doesn't come out while we're moving. So we just sew right along. And we've come to another pin. You want to take that out before you stitch over that. That's it. So you can see that's the first part of the zipper. You can see we've got the first half of the zipper on, and now we're just going to rotate it around like this. And you want to flip your zipper back, and again inside out, and you're going to line up the top of that zipper with the top of your fabric, and then again just put a couple of pins in to hold it in place as you start stitching. Just like that. Personal preference, I like to have my zipper facing towards the front of the bag versus the top. So I'm going to show you how to stitch each side of the bag together with that zipper. And I'm going to start on this side, and we'll just put it into the machine, again using a 1/2 inch seam allowance, and just start sewing. When you get to the zipper, you want to slow down, and we'll go over it. Then we're going to push the reverse button, and I usually like to go back and forth over it a couple of times. And now stitch all the way off. And that's that. Now to do the other side, we have to unzip the zipper halfway. You can see how this side is already done. And just to hold it in place, again, I'm going to just put one pin here and one pin on this side. And we're going to do the same thing we did on the other side. When we get to here, we're going to remove the pin, but we're going to go back and forth a couple of times to reinforce that zipper. first. Back over. Now obviously you don't want to do this with a metal zipper. We are using a polyester zipper and it won't break your needle. So now we need to trim our edges off and then turn the bag right side out. And this is where a really good pair of scissors come in handy. You just trim like that. You want to trim your little corners so they'll be nice when you turn it right side. Trim there and then trim there and there. And now we will turn the bag right side. Unzip it. So here's the bag that you just made. It zips perfect and you can put all kinds of goodies in there. This is the back of it. And then later on, when you get really good at making them, you can embellish it by lining the inside, adding a pocket and straps. And that concludes today.